position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So NC State's offense will get the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quick completion to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. NC State quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wilson to pass. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hold and fire complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Off play action. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Absolutely perfect. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. The play-action fake. Throwing right. That's reeled in. It's Moss. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's done. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Did the work himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Wilson will throw. Grab behind the line. It's blocked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still execute at a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He's got him this time, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. That midfield is going to move. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The sure hands, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's done. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak, the ball's not hitting the ground, and right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
On target. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets it to him on the screen. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll take a deep shot here. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's done. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air on first down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's done. Keeps looking downfield. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Snags it quickly on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Thanks to grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back.
Sends it downfield. Hauls it in on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The run from the shotgun. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Motion from the back. Wilson to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He's past the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Moss. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Quick strike complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's done. Caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Crosses the 45. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's done. Buying some time. Pulls it in, it's Moss. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the The defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's done. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on second down. It's caught. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Heaves it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on. They've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.